Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Anarchy Day Trading Podcast. Hope you all are going to have an awesome day trading week. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about something that can significantly increase your wins over time in day trading. Maybe even more specifically, lower the amount of times you lose and you go down tangents. I'm talking today about course correction, and it's something that, from my experience, the vast majority of day traders don't do enough, and it would save you tons of pain and tons of losses. My background is mechanical engineering, and there was a really interesting course that I did in college about controls. And essentially, in this class, and you might have seen videos of this online, you have to design a robot that essentially balances a some long thing sticking straight up in the air. It's very hard. It would be very hard to do, or just essentially balance a pole in the air. So you have to design and program this robot to move underneath this upright pole to balance it to make it stay upright. And the whole trick of doing it is to keep the robot in constant motion. It's constantly moving, it's constantly readjusting, right? The second it stops, it will lose balance. The pole will fall down. It has to be constantly moving, constantly making these tiny little tweaks, tiny little adjustments to keep the pole standing upright. And that has massive implications in pretty much everything and how you get success, making constant tiny little adjustments. I don't see many people making those tiny little adjustments. I don't see them course correcting often enough. And I'm not talking about changing up your strategy or changing up kind of in large ways what you're doing. I'm talking about maintaining your strategy, maintaining what you're doing. Because the fact is, your strategy morphs over time. And what you do morphs over time without you even meaning to. Unless you're course correcting and course correcting often, those changes will add up without you even noticing. I've talked about this quite a bit in the past of how the real killers are your big wins, where I'll take a trade that's not really my strategy, not minimizing risk correctly, any number of things, right? And because they were successes, that changes how I trade next time. And it's really easy over a course of even just a couple weeks to drastically change how you're trading and then end up having that bite you in the butt. And so I wanted to encourage you guys today just to course correct and course correct often. And my practical advice for this and something that I've started doing is just spend an hour a week reading over your journal and your successes and reminding yourself about what makes you succeed. Where are you good at? Where are you bad at? What kind of markets are you good in? What kind of markets are you really bad in? What time of day are you good at? What time of day are you really bad at? As a newer trader, when you get more advanced, you can start adding to your repertoire. But as a new trader, we've talked about, a lot about this before, maintaining intense focus on a specific type of market, a specific time, a specific range of circumstances is really, really important because it's feel based, right? And so a lot of those things play a role in how the market moves in ways that consciously you can't pick up, but subconsciously you can. So I would just want to encourage you guys to do this. It's made a big difference in my trading already. Because again, if I don't do that, if I don't course correct, if I don't spend an hour a week reminding myself, reading over my journal, looking over what I've traded kind of in the previous week, with hindsight being 2020, I can very easily start drifting into areas that I'm not an expert in, that I'm not fantastic in. And so, yeah, course correct, guys. Keep constant movement, constantly coming back to center, constantly keeping that pole upright and making sure it's not tipping off to one side, making sure you're not drifting too far to one direction. Keep it centered, keep yourself centered. Spend an hour a week or a half hour. If you're not going to do an hour a week, spend half an hour a week. If you're waiting for trades and you have nothing better to do, the market's not looking great, read back through your journal. Course correct often to maintain focus, to maintain a kind of singular vision about what your strategy is and how you trade. It will make you much better, much faster, and it will avoid going down these long rabbit holes that we've all ended up in, right? Where we're trading for weeks or months and we're getting worse and we're wondering why. And then we have to go back and look and we're reading our journal and we're going, oh my gosh, I've changed every way I trade. I'm trading in a completely different way. And it just happened kind of slowly over time. So that's my encouragement for you guys. Let me know how it goes. Hopefully you guys have an awesome trading week. I know I'm looking forward to it. That's one great thing about trading. I'm always looking forward to Monday. So have a great trading week. Keep in touch, and we'll talk to you guys next week.